Oh, I seriously hope I'm in focus. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I feel like first things first, we should probably address the elephant in the room, which is, I don't have a beer. The reason that is because I just got over having strep and I am not trying to tempt fate. So I've decided I'm going to be better to my body for the next week or so. So no beer, none of that, no acidic drinks. And also, I cut 10 inches of hair off of my head. But today I decided I was going to do the Booktube Newbie tag. And I feel like this is a good intro, hey, get to know me, you probably don't want to know me that well, but alas, we're still gonna do it just for funsies, okay? Okay. And if I can find who the creator of this is, I'll link their video below, but I honestly have no idea who it is because I feel like I've seen 10 versions of this floating around. But if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I have all the questions right here so I don't get lost, which it probably still will, but... Question number 1. Why did you start this channel? For me, I started this channel because I have loved reading for as long as I can remember, really. I kind of felt like I wanted to be more integrated into the booktube community. I've kind of been around it for a long time. I've been commenting on certain videos, following certain booktubers, and I just felt like, why not add another opinion to the mix? So I just decided this would be a great creative outlet for me, and I've thought about doing it for forever, so let's just do it, right? Right. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? Can you tell I haven't thought about these questions at all before getting on camera, which was probably a poor choice. But I don't know, I guess I just think it would be fun to kind of integrate myself into the community, get to know more people, hear more opinions about books, develop conversations. I just think that's going to be really cool and an integral part of my channel. Question number 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm really excited to have this as my little project. My job is super stressful, and I feel like I dedicate at least 15 hours of every day to my job. It's gonna allow me to take a step back from work for at least an hour or two a day here and there and just kind of focus on something that makes me really happy, and I get to share that happiness with other people who share the same love for books. So I think it's going to be really fun, and I'm excited to just get creative with video editing. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? I love reading because it makes me feel closer to my grandma. She actually passed away a few years ago, but she's the one who taught me to read when I was 3 years old. And my earliest memories are of me laying in bed while she reads me Peter Rabbit and things like that. So it's a way for me to feel closer to her. And also sometimes reality sucks, and just diving into a book gets my mind off of that reality for an hour or two a day. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? This is kind of 2 parts of my reading life, I would say. When I was younger, the books that got me into reading were they were the Scooby-Doo Solve It Yourself mystery books where you had a little guidebook and you took notes throughout the chapter, and then at the end you answered questions and you had to figure out who did it. Those books were quality content. Those and Nancy Drew books, and I don't remember what they were called. They were Sunnybrook Farms or something like that, but they were about horses. And then my love for reading fizzled a little bit in middle school when they tried to get me to read things like Pride and Prejudice in 7th grade. And then when I hit 10th grade, my love for reading was reignited by Twilight. I know, but I feel like that's very common for a lot of people in my generation. After Twilight, I had a void that needed to be filled, and I turned to the Shadowhunter books. So it was perfect. Those are, 2 book series I no longer love that much, but were very instrumental in my life. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I am so weirdly obsessed with people's least favorite books and like their least favorite series and authors. I feel like most people are like, I want to know what their favorite books are. I want to know what their favorite quotes are. And I'm just like, let me know what you hate. So I guess just unpopular opinions as a whole I'm very interested in. And preview, I'm going to do the unpopular opinions tag soon because girl. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I touched on this a little bit earlier, but for me it's time. It's just finding the time. Trying to sit down and film a video is going to be a challenge. Especially, I have filmed this video before 3 times and I could not figure out how to get my camera to focus, which is pathetic. I've had this camera for literally 3 years now and I've used it for so much photography, but filming is very new to me. So finding the time to figure out those little quirks, clearly it takes me a little bit longer. Oh man, I lost my place. This is raw and this is real. Question number 8. When did you start reading? I started reading when I was about 3. My grandma taught me through Hooked on Phonics, like those little cassettes that you put in and you like follow along with the books. When I actually started reading very, very seriously and a large volume of books was in 10th grade. After college, I got back into it. So it's just like phases. I've gone through a lot of phases, but I've always stayed true to my love for reading. Even if it means reading like 5 books a year versus reading 50 books a year. I've been all over that spectrum, girl. All over it. Question number 9. Where do you read? Right here. And actually I'm realizing this is probably a really distracting camera angle because you can see my little Build-A-Bear right there. I'm currently living in Minnesota, but I am not from Minnesota. I am going back to San Diego at the end of 2018. So that's home for me. And where I live there, I really like to read on our couch, or I like to read on our balcony because I can hear kind of the beach and the waves from where I live. So that's really special. But while I'm here, I read right here with my good old reading buddy, Little Annie. And finally, question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? I will read anything. I'm not even joking. I will give anything an honest, legitimate shot. What I'm drawn to most, I would say, is probably young adult fantasy. I occasionally sprinkle that with some young adult contemporary when I'm feeling it, but I feel like I have to be feeling in a contemporary mood, you know? I can't just like go into it. But I also like sci-fi and dystopian, like all of those genres, because I feel like they're the most removed from my reality, so it's like nice jumping into another world. I've recently been dipping into new adult fiction and adult fiction, but you know what? I'm enjoying it. So I'll read anything. Okay guys, that's it for this tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now that I don't have strep, hopefully I can go back to making videos. I only made 2 before I got sick and couldn't make another one. So like, we're off to a great start here. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what age you guys started reading and what was the series that got you into reading. I'm actually super interested to know because I'm sure that answer varies from generation to generation. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
I hear a love song playing in my head like ooh.